Going to try another set of mixture style problems. And these are ones where you are getting some money in two different forms, and you got to figure out how many of one type of money you're getting and how much of another type of money you're getting. So we're looking at number 29 and 30. If you haven't already done 29, go ahead and pause right now and see if you can do the setup right now. I'll go ahead and start now. Assuming you have done the setup, or you weren't sure how to begin on the setup. So we have a student that makes a $9.25 purchase at the bookstore with a $20 bill. The store has no bills and gives the change in quarters and 50-cent pieces. There are 30 coins in all. So we can start off with, we know if we want to say Q is quarters and F is 50-cent pieces, we know that the total quarters and 50-cent pieces is 30 coins. So we have a simple coin sum of Q plus F for 50-cent pieces equals 30. So there's 30 total coins. Now, before we can deal with the value of those coins, we need to figure out how much the change actually was. So we know what the student gave the bookstore, $20. We know what they bought was $9.25. So to figure out the change, we do simply a difference. So 20 minus $9.25, which is going to equal $10.75. That is the change that is our target. And that gets us down to our coin value equation. So our coin value equation has to equal $10.75. Now we know that some portion of that is quarters, and quarters are worth 0.25 cents. So there's 25 cents times the number of quarters plus the 50-cent pieces, which are worth 50 cents. So 0.50 times F equals 10.75. So this is the value of the total number of quarters. This is the value of the total number of 50-cent pieces. And they have to add up to the amount of change that we're supposed to get of $10.75. Once again, I recommend going ahead and clearing the decimals. So multiply everything times 100. So I get 25. Q plus 50F equals 1,075. And then might be worth it to go ahead and divide everything by 25. That'll make things a lot simpler. If I divide this by 25, divide this by 25, and divide this by 25, I'm doing that because I notice that they're all fairly obviously multiples of 25. So 25Q just becomes Q, and 50F becomes 2F. And you can see this is lining us up nicely for a fairly easy elimination operation. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator for figuring out 1075. 1075 divided by 25 gets me 43. So that's 43 quarters. So if that were all quarters, so it's 40 divided by 25, 1075 gets me 43. So now you have your setup. You've got these two equations, Q plus F equals 30, and Q plus 2F equals 43. And we've already got coefficients that match. We've got a coefficient we could easily match by doubling the bottom equation, and we can solve this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do 30, but if you haven't worked out 30 yet, I encourage you to pause again and see if you can set it up. All right, assuming you paused and you're back, let's go ahead and try this out. So we have a customer goes to the bank and gets change for a $50 bill. So they gave them a $50 bill, and they got some $5 bills and some $1 bills. And they got a total of 22 of those bills, but we don't know how many are $5 bills Now, how many are $1 bills? We just know there's 22, and we know that the total value is $50. So we have two equations that are implied here. We have a simple number of bills equation. So I'm going to call that, we're going to go with x plus y. So my variables are x plus y equals 22. That's the sum of the total number of bills. Now, we also need to deal with the value of the bills. So the value was $50, and we had some $5 bills, so I'm going to treat that as x. So each of the x bills is worth 5, and each of the $1 bills is, of course, worth 1. I don't need to write a 1 as a coefficient because it's understood to be there. And now I have my two equations. These are pretty simple to work with for elimination because I've already got y and y lined up as the same coefficient. I hope that helped you, and thanks for watching this video, and I hope all these videos are useful for you.